How's it going, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to a brand new Locals feature match. Here we have Pendulums versus Numeron Generator. So pretty excited to share this one with you guys. I had quite a bit of feature matches lined up to show you guys, but of course, with the new ban list coming out, a large majority of them I did have to scrap, unfortunately, because a lot of them were playing, Jet Synchron, O-Lion, that of Block Dragon as well. So those ones will not be able to make it on the channel, but I do still have a few left that weren't really negatively impacted by the ban list. I would say more so positively. One of those mainly being Orcust. It will be an Orcust matchup. No Bardeach, unfortunately, in it, but I figured it is still a good match to show you guys because of a Thunder deck that will be featured in it. As the other matchup that I have for you guys as well is, I believe, Dino versus Dogmatica. So stay tuned for those. But right now, like I said, we've got Pendulum versus Numeron Generator. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting deck with some pretty interesting interactions that you guys will see later on. But an Infinite Impermanence putting a pretty big roadblock in front of this Pendulum deck, stopping that Halqifibrax, and he actually does play Lamia in the main deck as a tuner target alongside that of Gamma, because obviously Copernicus is a Pendulum monster that is pretty splashable and able to retrieve a tuner from the deck and, throw it to the graveyard for later use. So ending on plan B there, Baguska, passing it over to our Generator player. Still has a full set of scales and a Halqifibrax that can be tagged out at any moment into not really sure what, but obviously could be something like, Martial Metal Marcher. Who knows? So we're going to see an Infinite Impermanence be played, another one right on that Baguska, so we'll not have to worry about it. And there is a Numeron Network. You hate to see it, but that is going to dump the spell to the grave and, of course, activate its effects. And it's just going to go ahead and puke out 4 Numeron monsters from the extra deck and try to clear the field. Because unbeknownst to me, I didn't really know that these Xyz monsters that are hitting the board right now actually had an effect that was worthwhile, but I believe when one of them attacks, they can activate the effect to gain double the attack of the one that just attacked. So they all start out at 1,000, then go to 2,000, 4,000, 8,000, and can downright just easily OTK. So he'll attempt to crash at 1,000, and that's going to go ahead and tag out into Marcher. And I'll attempt again, and then I'll activate the effect here to double the attack of another, I believe, Numeron monster on the field. Forgive me if I don't know their effects exactly, but more or less that is what's happening. So 2,000, activating the effect to double it to 4,000 on that one. That's going to clear the Baguska. And, going up to 8,000 to clear the Marcher. So Marcher has been absolutely obliterated there, without a doubt. And we're going to go into a main phase 2. You guessed what? Utopic Zexal. Not opting to use all the materials. Not sure if there's a strategic reason for that or a technical one, but he'll set 2 back row and pass it over to our Pendulum player. So now having to stare down that Utopic Zexal, nobody wants to be doing that. And not using the Zexal, though, during his turn, which is interesting because there is a Gamma in his hand, and you might have been hoping for that to be activated, but he held it, and he had to pass because there wasn't much in his hand that he had to work with, and that Generator boss fight will signal the end of Game 1, and we're going to head into Game 2. And I do want to mention a quick shout out to our sponsor over at an Imperium Duelist. If you guys are interested in picking up some amazing playmats, sleeves, dice, deck boxes, as well as binders, they just came out with a brand new binder, 4 cards per row, 12 cards per page. Absolutely fantastic binder. Should be for sale on their site now, and you can get it for 10% off with that discount code WinnerKills10 off. You can find a link to their site down in the description below, and it is a great way to help support the channel. Same thing by using that TCG player affiliate link down in the description also. So we're going to see a Pendulum call for 2 scales here, and then we're going to see a Pendulum summon for, I believe, Harmonizing Magician and that of Copernicus. So it is a little interesting for me, especially here, to see Copernicus outside of any other deck than just pure DDD. But I do see the synergy now, especially with that of Halqifibrax in the game. So Copernicus, as Chainlink 2, is going to be sending that of Lamia, as well as a copy of White Wing Magician will have to hit the field as well. Had to actually look up what that card was because I had no idea looking at it on my preview here. So, but either way, we'll see a Halka Fibrax with that Harmonizing Magician and Copernicus. That's going to summon out none other than Psyframe Gamma from the main deck. Now, Gamma cannot be normal summon, but still can be special summon. That's why sometimes we see the teched, E-Tele emergency teleport to use Gamma not only as a hand trap, but as a cool tuner extender. So Link Cross will resolve, and then on resolution, you hate to see it, but there is that fatty rock hitting the board. Can you smell what the rock is cooking? That's what we call a turn ender right there, ladies and gentlemen. And end the turn, it does. So as our Generator player draws another copy of Nibiru for turn, and normal summons that of Barrier Statue of the Torrents. So neither player can special summon monsters except for water monsters. And Nibiru's going to swing over that token in defense position, and Barrier Statue will swing in for a whopping 1,000 points of damage, setting what looks to be a Call by the Grave and ending his turn there. Picks up a copy of Unexpected Die for turn. And it will certainly be interesting to see how he can out this Barrier Statue, but it looks like he does have a water target within the main deck. And Pendulum is one of those strategies, especially nowadays, that plays so many different Pendulum monsters, so I'm not surprised to see him have an actual target in the main deck of Magical Libra. Had to look up that card as well, because again, had zero idea what it actually was, but he'll gladly crash there just so he can actually Pendulum summon, even if it does have to be just for one at this point. Quite a few options in the extra deck. Looking at Copernicus, though, to be the one he's going to go with. Will he send another DD Lamia? Be curious to see that. No, going for actually DDD Leonidas. I have not seen this card in quite a minute, but is still a pretty good, even so, generic Pendulum monster, and that will actually do it for his turn. And not much our Generator player can do either. Has what looks to be the Gizmek Uka in his hand, a copy of Nibiru, another copy of Nibiru, and I believe a Triple Tactics Talent alongside a Generator monster. So he's going to attempt to use the big Dragon Pendulum. I believe you discard to pay 500 to add a level 8 Lighter Dark Pendulum Dragon from the deck, I believe. But Called by the Grave says no. He's going to Pendulum summon, I believe, White Wing Magician and end his turn. Looks like our Generator player has picked up a copy of Numeron Network for his draw. Not opting to use it, just controlling the game with Nibiru. And we're going to see another Unexpected Die. I believe this is his second time resolving it this match, so or this game even, so putting in some work. And to summon out Master Pendulum, the Draco Slayer. Haven't seen that card in a long time. And in response to that, since a monster was summoned from the deck, we'll see Gizmek Uka hit the field. And this is a really cool interaction that I was unaware that Generators were actually able to take advantage of here. Not only being able to summon out floodgates like the Barrier Statue of Torrents, having the same attack and defense, but the Mardell, Generator Boss of Light, I believe is the name, also having the same attack and defense stats, so we'll be able to search a boss stage on its summon. Normally tutored out by Lone Fire Blossom, but we're seeing it tutored out this time around by that of Gizmek Uka. And we'll see a Pendulum summon here from our Pendulum player. And going for, I believe, White Wing Magician or Magical Abra, one of the two. And going for a Synchro summon for Borreload Savage Dragon. So gaining some traction here in a game so far that has been not so much in his favor. So he'll go ahead and gain the 2 counters onto Borreload Savage and the additional 750 attack points, putting up to 3750. And he'll go into battle phase and swing over the Mardell for, I believe, a very weird amount of damage. I think 1350 or something like that. Yeah, 1350, I believe. Yeah, I think so. But anyways, it puts him down to 6650. And going to not hesitate to play that boss stage, but Borreload Savage not hesitating either. And we're going to see that Triple Tactics Talent. He knew it. He had the bait. He took it. And now he's taking his Borreload Savage Dragon for game. And it was a pretty short match, but I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. I got 2 more feature matches coming down the line: Dino vs. Dogmatica and Orcus versus 60 card Thunder Dragon. So stay on the lookout for those. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to check out the ways to support the channel down in the links below, and maybe consider becoming a member of the channel today. And as always, guys, Winner Kills signing out. We'll see you guys in the next one. And of course, last but not least, a huge shout out goes to my Divine Level channel members here on YouTube: Academic Thick, Travis Harris, Zors, and Cadillacs84. Thank you guys so much.